Hello you lovely people and welcome. For this video I thought I'd go back to the beginning where dogfighting all began. Using the Flying Circus add-on for IL2 Battle of Stalingrad, just thought I would go back online and see if I'd lost any of the ability that I had previously. And sadly it turns out that I have. So here I am in a Bristol F2 going up against real humans, and yeah, it's amazing what happens when you don't keep the practice up, especially in these old World War I warbirds, because having used to flying Second World War era upwards, you kind of lose the respect of slow aerodynamic flight. You'll see in this video just what I mean, just how many times I spin out, I stall, and the worst thing about losing control in one of these planes is that it is notoriously difficult to get out of the spin. I mean, what sort of move was that? These things can do things that only jet fighters could only dream of. These aircraft turn on a sixpence or a dime if you're from America. They are nice and slow, so you get a good view of the area you're working in. It's all within visual range because you're right up each other's backside, and there's no standoff weapons, so you have to get into the fight to actually do anything. And it is a great example of what it's like and how crazy it can be. I mean, there I was a second ago in a fight with a German aircraft. Now it's all quiet. I mean, yeah, if you're going with World War II aircraft, fair enough. It's a couple of seconds and then all quiet again. With these aircraft, because they're so slow, because you can contain the fight in such a small area, you can stay in the fight for quite a long time, but then all of a sudden, without any warning, you'll be flying on your own. So yeah, it's an interesting experience, and one I thoroughly recommend. Flying Circus for IL2 is absolutely fantastic. And of course World War I is where the birth of the merge was formed, because obviously all the aircraft pretty much look alike, so the merge was there simply to recognise each other's markings, so you can shoot down a friendly. As quickly as that, I'm back in the fight again, and there's multiple aircraft. As I say, I make a lot of rookie errors in these videos. These recordings, not compensating for bullet drop, not keeping an eye on my aircraft speed, and yeah, just little things like that which you should be on top of all the time. So I mean, I'm still a fair distance away from this guy, and I've got somebody else who wants a bit of the action as well. So it's kind of two against one at the moment, and some of the tricks that some of these pilots try and pull off, like slowing down to try and get you to overshoot. It's quite easy to slow down in these planes. Speeding up, is something completely different. If you've got a slow aircraft, you're just never going to catch anyone up, obviously, and will cause you issues, and you won't be able to catch up with whoever you're after. I mean, in that last crossover there, I obviously struck something a bit important, as it was trailing white smoke. But another thing about IL2, especially with the Flying Circus add-on, is that you could fire at these aircraft all day long and they'd still be flying, because they take the structural internal structure and fabric into account. You could be shooting through fabric and not hit anything, so you've got to make sure that you hit engines, or in a lucky shot maybe the pilot. So you've really got to be on your A game, which I'm clearly not. So get behind this guy and try and get a few more shots in, and I'm too tense on the trigger button. I can get behind somebody, line up nicely. When I go to pull the trigger, I shake the whole stick, and yeah, that seems to be the case for the majority of my dogfighting experience, and it's really annoying. I'm trying to overcome it, but struggling at the moment, and I'm hoping going back to this will help. Now here comes the next annoyance. Where the plane went, he vanished. He quit out because he knew he was going to be shot down. So I hopped into the Sopwith Camel, and this is where I make another blunder. As you can see, the visibility is quite good in this. They've got a massive sunroof in the top wings, so you can look around, which you'll see in some of these aircraft there just is no visibility whatsoever. And there we go, we're not even in the fight. Wasn't watching what I was doing, slowed right down in the spin, can't get out, and someone got a lucky shot onto me and actually hit me personally. So yeah, in a spiral, trying to get out of it. No matter what you try, reverse, aileron, rudder, nothing. Stuck in a flat spin. So I bail out, and I forgot that they don't have parachutes. Well, the British side don't anyway. The Germans do. So I switch it up, and now I'm in the Sopwith Dolphin. This actually is a really good aeroplane. I've overloaded it with weaponry. Didn't need the two overwing handguns. I don't use them anyway. And now I've got chase on. And again I make another rookie mistake, and I don't watch the speed. Catching up with this guy, he's not travelling too fast. Slowing down, and there we go. Start to lose the lift, and I'm down in a spiral again. Rookie mistake, not watching the speed or my angle of attack, and heading back to terra firma. This time I decide to stay with the aircraft, because what's the point? I'm a goner anyway, so I stay with it all the way down. And a lovely little finish there to that part of the video. Sopwith Dolphin 2.0. So I'm going to try and learn from my mistakes here and keep the speed up. Some of these pilots online are absolutely fantastic. I mean, I can't even pull an inverted pass like that without stalling the aircraft. Again, rookie mistake, not compensating for bullet time. I'm shooting at thin air here. You'd think I would have learnt by now, but obviously not. And I'm not getting in the saddle. I'm not getting close enough. I'm way too far away. The convergence on my guns, I think, is 200 meters or 200 feet, one of the two. I actually hit him there, and I've hit something quite important, because he's all of a sudden become quite erratic and unstable. So yeah, chase this guy down, see if I can take him out. Do need to relax more with my hand and trigger finger, because as soon as I pull that trigger finger I tense up and the plane just moves and out of position, and just doesn't help matters. So staying on his 6, I'm pretty good at staying on their 6. It's shooting them down that's the issue. It's such a difficult task, you just don't realise. Tries the old slow down, see if I can cause him issues, and he does. He makes me stall. Flat spin and the big reset button. Okay, so now for a change of aircraft, I changed to the SPAD 13. I'm trying to mix it up a little bit. And straight away I'm pretty much in the fight. The German takes a pop at me and has hit something important because I start trailing smoke. So try and chase him down. And the sights on some of these aircraft are so strange. They're always off to one side, or as you can see, this looks like a pirate's telescope strapped to the front of the fuselage with some symbology in it, which seems to magnify it slightly, which is a bit off-putting. Okay, so we have him now. Take a few shots at him. Now the only problem with this aircraft that I'm chasing down at the moment, he has a gunner with him, so got to be a little bit careful with this one. Looks like I may have hit something again because he's unstable. His gunner's taken a pop. We haven't lost him, staying on him. Try and hit him a few more times. Try and stay out the gunner's position. We've got an ally with us. I mean, I've emptied quite a few shells into him there, and nothing as of yet. Okay, and his gunner gets a lucky shot and hits me. So I'm bleeding out basically, there's no turning back for me. So I might as well go all out, so chase the guy down again. shot here and dispatch his gunner. So we're not getting shot at anymore. I still have allies with me. And like I say, you can easily lose sight of your target. And I lose him in the top wing there, and he's obviously turned off in a different direction, and I've not looked around like I should be doing, not keeping my tactical awareness, and I've lost sight of him. Well, taking a pop at me. There he is, and he's got an ally behind him. And in the end, it takes the ally actually ramming an aileron off of the aircraft to actually knock him out of the sky. This is not an easy job. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I shall be making a few more in the future. Till then, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.